It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Next on Madden Football.
It is still summer in the Midwest, and a pleasant summer day at that as we are set for football at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the defending. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game. You just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Stroud. Over the middle here to Brown. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, they'll throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. Down the left sideline. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan in on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They just tried to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the
Give
football.
me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Rolling to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Nico Hardman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Play action. Stroud now. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Now Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? That is caught by Dell. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Dancing to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. That's laid out deep for Rice. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Now it's Mahomes again. And it'll be intercepted. Eric Murray, the ex-Chief, has it. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had a touchdown their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Now 2nd and 5. Singletary again. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Stroud sets up the play action to the right side and caught by Dell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. These two teams all tied after one. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's Stroud. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17.
I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep it.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with a sack. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Any team that runs the toss, that runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I want to see them play through incidental contact, he's definitely there too early.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17. Singletary to get the drive started. And he rolls across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go right back to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Nice little juke. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Roll. Check. Hey.
Stroud now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now here's Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Stay on, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Mahomes now on 1st down. Steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
It's the dump off to Pierce. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now Stroud. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
You got to go right here. You got to play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way he try and get his confidence back up.
Throwing there. This is going to wind up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Another throw on second down. Complete as well.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run here with Pacheco. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
60 back, Jack. 60 back. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man, Dell. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
Stroud off the play fake. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud on 3rd down now. Able to find first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. First and 10, it's Stroud. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer. On the bootleg, Stroud. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On second down, it's Stroud. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Seventh play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Stroud. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Michael Dana in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now in the afternoon. Motion man right is Rice. On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Now here's a defensive by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. It'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
As Stroud now to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Texans.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's in. Diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown. Justin Watson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Mahomes will throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Butker now to add the extra point. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, which to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple.
Hey, check that.
On the counter, this is Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Stroud looking to throw. Going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return, it's James. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to find Gray here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 45. A big play there for KC, and even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll buy some time right. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Justin Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken a fourth-quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Stroud now on second down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on third down now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they'll bring up fourth down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
They know where the 4-minute offense is just trying to ground the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And this defense just being manhandled here start the drive. Good push up front. 2 big runs. This one 18 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Second and 10. At the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, McKinnon again. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Stroud and the Texans down by 8, 2:05 to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Stroud to the air on first and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Here's Stroud. Finding Schultz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's second and a yard. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's third down. Stroud. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long. Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on fourth and long to give him a new set of downs. Now here's Stroud. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10. Stroud. And this one too low.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Stroud to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now Stroud. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. Now he is not going to reach two, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now, this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.